NBA history. Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Now here's Pekovic. Now Oladipo tries it from 9. Connects, the jumper drops.
Defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. For 3, Ellis, and that one's good. Ellis has got 5.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
Raptors trail by 3. Wall attacking. Off on the layup. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shot.
Oh, get it! Watch out now.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure. You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Now, here's Oladipo. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Wall is screen on Ellis. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
I like how John Wall bodied up the defender there.
Here's Easy Breezy. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Pekovic. After a 2-year absence from the playoffs, the Portland Trailblazers able to get back into it last year to face Houston in the 4-5 seeded matchup.
And they jockeyed as hard as they could to get that home court advantage, but just couldn't quite grab hold of it. Still, they were able to get by a very tough Houston team in round 1.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Longley's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Brewer comes in for Turner. Johnson, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Ennis in for John Wall. And here's Ennis following the 3 from Ray Allen. Ennis dishes to Johnson. Pass to Brewer. Unloads from 13. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Get by Houston with an incredible shot like that, but things were different when they ran into the machine known as the San Antonio Spurs in the second round.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul here, and his teammates are baffled.
Yeah, everybody's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? I mean, I think he just lost track of the situation.
Ennis misses.
And as you said about Portland, they just couldn't deal with the Spurs over the course of a series and ended up out after the second round. Still, a really nice showing from a young team with a lot of upside.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Raptors trail by 6. That one wide left. Thompson with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
And Ennis drops them both. It'll count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto.
Coming up next Tuesday, November 11th, the Dallas Mavericks go on the road to battle the Miami Heat. Don't miss.
Now the the second quarter getting ready to start up. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Ennis out there with Johnson. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then there's Vonleh, and it's Pekovic in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. The open shot by Brewer. They get it back.
Tell you what, he can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because he just can't find the range.
Here's Thompson. That's tipped and taken away by Johnson. Goes up on the wing. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Johnson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Toronto.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Toronto. Wall comes in for Ennis. Barnes, he's checked in for Portland. Easy breezy comes in for Steve Nash. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Tristan Thompson switched his shooting hand before last season. He entered the league as a lefty, but transitioned to shooting righty. His thinking? At the end of the day, I want to be the best player I can. If that takes an adjustment in my jump shot or anything else, why not make that switch? He's shown he's willing to put in the work, gentlemen.
He certainly is. Thanks, Doris.
Well, we know how talented he is. It's just a question of how good can he become if he continues to put the work in.
And it's Turner off the drive. That evens the score.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the
Man, that was unreal.
mark it up. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Barnes against Pekovic. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
If you look at how the Blazers played last year, there was just so much motion in their offense, not just on transition, but also in the half court. I think that's in large part why they got so much better.
And that running around in constant motion, Clark, a big reason why the Blazers scored in bunches.
Yeah, it can wear teams out. I mean, ball movement, player movement are 2 of the hardest things to deal with as a defense. And the NBA tracks how much a player moves in the game. And if you look at the top of that list, I was really amazed with the Portland players last year.
Raptors trail by 3. They get a hand on it. And it's Turner off the drive. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Turner's got 6 points. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
It's Wall with the drive. Vonleh, stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Here's Turner, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Barnes got the ball. And it's Turner off the drive. Oladipo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Oladipo's got 8. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Patterson, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. And a switch here also for Portland. Jordan's checked in. Here's easy breezy and good on the basket. Book it. Easy breezy's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. The Raptors have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And Wall kicks to Patterson. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Kevin Garnett is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nash is subbed in for Easy Breezy.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Throws it up high, knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Monte Ellis last year. 11th in steals, and he also finished in the top 20 in assists. So this is a guy who really did a nice job of sharing the ball with his teammates.
And, you know, on his way to that top 15 ranking on the steals list, he really established himself as one of the toughest defensive matchups in the league.
Down low, ball's knocked loose. Jordan inside, takes it off the glass.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the fake. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Wall misses off the right iron.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kevin, Terry Stotts led the Blazers to the second round last season, and he's now in his third year with the team. He spent a couple of seasons as head coach in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but this is his longest stint and the best talent he's ever had. As Stotts said, you never know if you're going to get another chance. Guys, he's certainly making the most of it.
Doing a great job. Thanks, Doris. Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. Ennis comes in for Victor Oladipo. And stolen by Patterson. Shot from 6. And he gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 2.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautiful.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Soft touch off the glass. And that's 12 points for Monte Ellis.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Ball passes to Vonleh. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Brewer is checked in for Toronto. And a switch here also for Portland. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. Jordan dishes to Heinrich. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
And he gets it to go. 6 points for Tyler Ennis. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And we're through.
Okay, Kevin, here.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
What a game for Ellis. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
For years, the Raptors had been a doormat for a lot of teams out west. An easy win, but last year they were one of the best teams in the East when it came to playing against the West.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third.